good morning, sir. Welcome to Advancing
Morning.
Northeast. Yes, sir. So, before we proceed, I would like to begin with a short introduction of what Advancing Northeast is. Advancing Northeast is a digital initiative by the Ministry of Donor Development of Northeast India, Northeastern Council, and Northeast Development Finance Corporation. So it is a one-stop solution aimed to provide direction in the field of employment, education, and entrepreneurship for the youths of Northeast. And it is mainly focusing on Northeast India. And to serve the very aim further, we have this career talk segments coming up where we host globally benchmarked professionals from different interests and arrange these career talks to benefit our students. So today is also National Birthday. So I, on behalf of the Advancing Northeast team, wish everyone a very happy National Birthday. And the career talk we have today is career in ornithology on the occasion of National Birthday, and we have our guest. Dr. Jaydev Mandal. He is the assistant professor of the Department of Zoology of Madhab Choudhury College, MC College, Barpeta, Assam. Welcome, sir. Happy to
Thank you
have
very
you
much.
on board.
Thank you.
So we'll begin with your brief introduction in your own words for our audience. So, please.
Okay. So basically, I'm an assistant professor working in the field of ornithology, and I teach zoology for undergraduate students at Madhab Choudhury College in Barpeta. And also, at the same time, I'm a co-founder of Assam Bird Monitoring Network. Yeah,
Okay, sir. So,
that's it.
sir, yes, sir. So, you are the co-founder of Assam Bird Monitoring Network. So, sir, what led to your journey? So, your school, your post-graduation, your graduation, tell us about it.
Okay. So my schooling was from Jawaharlal Vidyalaya, Kokrajhar. I passed out during 2006, and then I did my graduation from Science College, Kokrajhar, and later my post graduation and PhD I did from Guwahati University. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So, sir, then what was the driving point? You know, what attracted you to take up ornithology? And a little, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
There has been an opportunity to work in the field of ornithological research back in 2014. And before that, I was involved in with the wildlife during my graduation days, while I was working with butterflies. And later on, during 2008, I had an opportunity to do a field work and observe the avian fauna for Asian waterbird census. And that was the turning point when I shifted more towards the birds. And later, with the time passed, I get more involved with the birds and continued my journey there.
Okay, sir. So, sir, what interested you or what fascinated you mainly to go for the study of birds? Is it something about the birds that it attracted you? What?
Yes. While doing Asian waterbird census, I used to do surveys at the various wetlands across the state. Till I got opportunity to do field surveys for Asian or whatever census back in 2008, and from that time I got interest to work in avifauna, and every year since then, every year I have been participating in Asian waterbird census since 2008. Later on, in 2014, I had the privilege to work with one of the renowned scientists of Indian ornithology, Dr. T.R. Shankaraman in Mizoram during 2014, and where I had opportunity to work on the forest birds. So forest birds gave me like completely different scenario. So far, I was working and dealing with the wetland birds where only I can ID the birds by observing them. But it gave me immense challenge to ID the forest birds by listening to their calls and songs. And most of the time, like 80% of the time, forest birds were not visible. And from that time, I started learning uh, bird hiding skills by observing birds, by listening to their calls and songs. And this was like stepping stone that turned my ornithology career from wetland birds, and then I shifted to like forest birds and continued my PhD journey in wetland birds. So later on, slowly developed interest in all kinds of birds. Yeah.
Okay, so wonderful experience, I assume. So, sir, recording the birds' sounds and voices, I have read somewhere that it's very therapeutic also as well. Right, sir? So,
Yes.
people also take this kind of therapy. So, it must have been a very overwhelming experience for you.
Yes. So, many say, no, bird songs are so melodious. Like some of the calls and some of the songs are so melodious that it suits you. No? It
Mm.
can nurture you from the inside and can like help you to overcome many like situations. And I have many friends who got really benefited by observing and by listening to bird songs in the wild. Yeah.
Okay, sir. That's a very new and unique experience, I guess. So, sir, now a very basic question. Is ornithology a branch of zoology? Like, do the students have to pursue zoology in order to follow ornithology? And also a little about the sector, sir. Just give a faint idea about the various levels, the skills required, the subjects or the colleges regarding ornithology.
Yes. Yes. So ornithology is basically the study of birds, and it's a part of zoology. But there are many ornithologists who haven't studied zoology during their undergraduate or post graduation courses. So it's a skill. So once you have that develop that skill, or you have that enthusiasm to work on birds, you can become ornithologist. It is not compulsory nowadays that you have to be a student of zoology to be ornithologist someday. Yeah,
Okay, sir. Also, sir, a
yeah,
brief about the ornithology sector. Yes, the
yes.
levels, the
So
skills required.
yes. So, one basic thing is the observing and spotting the birds. Once we develop the observing birds, like for say we want to explore some grassland birds, then we'll have to go to some grassland habitat. Okay, and also depending on the habitat, we'll have a general idea what kind of grassland birds will be available there, and where those birds can be available. If we look into those areas, okay, if we know those areas, we can find the bird very easily. And also, if we know their calls and songs, it becomes very much easier for us to know the bird, to know the habitat, to know, have a general perspective for that habitat. And this skill is not uh, it doesn't come so easily or so quickly. It comes over over a course of time, with continuous practice, with continuous listening to their songs, with continuous observing the bird behavior, bird habitat, and various other aspects.
Okay, sir. So
I
it's
mean,
a
yeah,
long process.
yeah, yes, it's a long process, and one can master it with continuous devotion and continuous dedication, and
Dedication.
it will take like minimum 2 to 3 years to get expertise in this field. Yeah.
Oh, so, yes, sir. So, sir, along with the practical, applications, theoretical knowledge is also very important, right? So,
Yes.
sir, can you just name any top institutions, or are there any such institutions available where they provide courses in
Yes.
ornithology?
Yes, there are like many courses which government of India itself has taken initiative under like SCRB course, like for example, avian biology school, avian chronology school. So these courses they keep happening across the country, and apart from there, several institutes like ISSR, Tripurti, then Indian Institute of Science, and many such institutes, they have been taking initiative to run ornithology, basic ornithology course across the country. And for this time, this is going to happen in online platform, and that we and which can be found in ornithology dot in. If you visit the ornithology.in website, the courses will be available there. And this is going to be happen for the second time in our country, where ornithologists from top institutes across the country, they teach basic course starting from identification skills, ornithological research, and other aspects of ornithology.
Yes, sir. So
For both,
that's yeah.
yeah, for both like a graduate and postgraduate and research students. This is open for all.
Okay, sir. So that's a very wonderful, I think, opportunity for everyone, and not many people are aware of it. So thank you for
Yes,
pointing it out. Yes, sir.
most welcome.
Also, sir, now if we talk about its scope, about the scope of ornithology, not only in India, but especially in the context of Northeast, like what are the job roles, or are there any industry prospects, or the positives and
Okay.
challenges? Yes, sir.
Yes. So, see, Northeast India is a global ornithological hub. Since Northeast India is a part of two global biodiversity hotspots, the Eastern Himalayas and the Indo-Burma. And Northeast India also supports the highest number of endemic birds not only in India but across the Indian subcontinent, including Nepal, Pakistan, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and parts of Myanmar. So, Northeast has many endemic birds for and which are like some of them are also recorded like in uh, IUCN Red data book. And so, also there is a growing initiative of ornithological tourism or bird photography, which also provide many opportunities for the young generation to be a part of, like, for say, bird guide or bird photographer or a young ornithologist. So in this way, Northeast India is going to serve like biodiversity, not only biodiversity, especially the ornithological hub for entire country. And there will be many such opportunities which can be like very much helpful for the citizens of the entire Northeast region.
Yes, sir. That's a very positive sign, I guess. And Northeast is already very full of resources in itself.
Yes,
And
yes,
yes, so the students need to just grab them. Yes, sir. So, sir, talking of the scope, now if we speak of the research opportunities, since you already said that it's the hub of endemic species of birds, so we do have many research opportunities as well, right? It brings up many research
yes.
opportunities. Yes, sir. So, what do you think about it? Again, in Northeast only, the research opportunities. Like you have also done your research, you have also wrote papers. So, what do you think about it?
So, for research, there are many research internships and fellowships available uh, from Government of India as well as from various institutes and various NGOs across the world. For say, referred small grants, then ornithological research, Raptor Research Foundation, then conservation leadership program. So all these institutes and organizations, they uh, provide fellowships to basic ornithology and as well as like ornithological research for not only Northeast but for entire world. And since Northeast, I mean to say, Northeast is a biodiversity hub, and it is very easy to get through one of those fellowships or internship programs. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So the main problem is, I think the students do not know how to go through these processes. They stop right there.
Yes.
They see something and they stop. So we also have many such opportunities abroad. People are going there, but many students, small states of Northeast, they still haven't, accessed those opportunities. So what would you like to say them? How do they start?
Yes. Yes. So luckily, we have now one website available for our country, which is ornithology.in, where a student, a researcher, a ornithologist can find any activity related to bird across the country. If you note it down, ornithology.in. So where all the ornithologists across the country were named, their work, the researchers, the opportunities, the fellowship programs, the conservation programs, and as well as various ornithological courses. Everything now we have in only one platform, which is ornithology.in. If you go through this website, you can find A to Z details about birds. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, so students can go there and do their research and
Go
they
there.
can grab the
Yes.
opportunities. Okay, sir. Thank you
Yes,
for
for
highlighting this.
like
Yeah.
yes, on it for like getting through some internship program, getting through some fellowship, and be a part of any initiative for say like we are having Bihu bird count, okay, and
Mm.
in such way several states are doing like Pongal bird count, Onam bird count, Pakshi Saptah. All these works are available. All these information are available in this website. And also, apart from this, there is another website called birdcount.in. So where also we get all the information, birdcount.in and ornithology.in. These two websites are the main websites which I would like to uh, like suggest the students and researchers across the NER region. Yeah,
Yes. So birdcount.in and ornithology.in. I request
dot in.
everyone to go through these websites, the aspiring ornithologists. And yes, you can get
Yes,
your help there.
yes.
Sir, what are the projects you have been associated with right now and your learnings from those projects?
Yes. So right now we have been associated with one citizen science program, and which is to long-term monitoring of the avian fauna of entire state of Assam. And under this initiative, we have also plan to do a bird atlas for our state. Uh, and when I speak about bird atlas, so far only one state has completed bird atlas, which is Kerala. They have
Okay.
initiated this program, yeah, back in 2015 and completed in 2020.
So,
So
what is
Kerala
bird
have
at last? Sir, can you break it down first? Yes, sir.
Yes. So Bird Atlas is a systematic documentation of the birds found in a particular state or particular area in spite of various seasons. So there are various seasons, for say winter, summer. So for birds, there are migratory birds like uh, winter migrants, summer migrants, as well as some other passes migrants which doesn't stay for long, but they stay for a very short period of time. And uh, and also apart from them there are some resident birds. So bird atlas gives us idea of all these birds together for throughout the year. That this but for say a our state bird, white-winged wood duck, which is available in which protected areas and for which time are they can be best seen, which is the best time to see them. And also like for say Bengal Furican, what are the habitats or what are the protected areas to locate Bengal Furicans and which time they will be seen for sure. So this all these ideas came will be from the bird atlas.
Bird at last. So that will be a very revolutionary change, I think, sir. That way we can also keep
Yes,
track of, yes, our birds and the endangered species and everything, and that will help us find
yes,
ways.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. So, so these are the projects that you have been working on right now, right, sir? So you also said that you
Yes.
have co-founded
Yes.
in your organization. So can you tell us a little about that?
Okay. So this idea actually came from Onam bird count, which is one of its first kind of systematic and long-term monitoring festival of state of Kerala. So Kerala state festival is Onam, and during that time they observe birds. So I had opportunity to be part of Kerala Bird Atlas back in 2015, where I learned about Onam Bird Atlas, a Onam bird count. And later on, following them, Tamil Nadu has also started a Pongal bird count, which is Pongal is a state festival of Tamil
Yes.
Nadu. And later on, when I discussed with my friends, birding friends over here, for say and also some of my teachers, for say Professor Drupajyoti Sekha, our ex Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, then Dr. Narayan Sharma, my friend Rupam Bhaduri, Dr. Leons Matthew Abraham. So all of us agreed to it, and we also thought let's continue for our state festival for Bihu. Then later, 2020, we for the first time conducted Bihu bird count across the state, and luckily we had a very warm welcome and positive feedback from all the participants across the state, and they have suggested why to count for one Bihu only, and since we are observing three Bihus in a year, why not to continue for all the Bihus? And since 2021, we have been continuing Bihu bird count for Magh Bihu, Bohag Bihu, as well as Kati Bihu. Yes, all at every Bihu we have been observing birds from our neighborhood only. It doesn't re- have to be necessary that we have to go to particular place, like for say any protected area, Kaziranga National Park or Manas National Park or Dipurbil Wildlife Sanctuary or any protected areas. So we can go birding anywhere. It can be from our home, it can be from our office, it can be from our school, any areas. But there are some basic guidelines that we have to follow, and that basic guidelines will be we have to count all the species, we have to count all the number of individuals of each of those species, and we have to count for at least 15 minutes. So this
Mm.
15-minute is the main like guideline, and then habitat is no foundation. This 15 minutes, each checklist has to be 15 minutes. You can go for more, you can go for 1 hour birding, you can go for 2 hour birding, but we suggest your those birding will be of split it into 15 minutes of
50
duration.
minutes.
So that yeah,
Mm.
yeah, so that we have a better idea that what are the bird species can be found during those 15 minutes and how many number of individuals can be counted from different habitats those in those 15 minutes. So these are the basic guidelines.
Interesting, sir. So it means that we can be anywhere and we can also do
Anyway,
birding. Any normal individual can do
yes,
birding. Yes, yes.
yes,
Oh.
anyone can do,
Mm.
and only thing is you will have to create one account in eBird. So eBird is a platform where we upload all our observations. Since if we are just noting it down in our diary, so it will be kept with ourselves only. It
Any differences that you spotted when you compared the three bihus? Like first you did only one bihu and when you compared three bihus.
Yes, very interesting. So, so we celebrate three bihus in a year. First one is Rongali Bihu, which is during April. So April is the time when most of the winter birds they start leaving, and same time there are some passage migrants from different parts of the country. They pass through our state, as well as the resident birds they start breeding. So during April we get record of all three different types of birds, which are the passage migrants, the winter birds, as well as the resident birds. And April is also the time when some of the summer visitors, like like Indian cuckoo, which in Assamese we call keteki, so they start arriving. Okay, so we have both winter birds that are leaving their wintering ground, resident birds that just started breeding. We have passage migrants as well as we have summer migrants.
Okay.
Then comes the Kati Bihu. During Kati Bihu, we only have the resident birds. We don't have any other birds. No, sorry. During Kati Bihu, we have the resident birds as well as some of the summer migrants during that time, October. And during this time, during January, we celebrate Bhogali Bihu or Magh Bihu. And during this time, we have all the wintering birds and the resident birds. So this gives us a series of different uh, bird diversity, starting from passage migrants, starting from summer migrants, winter migrants, as well as the resident birds. So all three bihus cover the seasonality of a bird migration. So interestingly, we haven't done any uh, comparison, like a statistical comparison of all the Bihu bird counts so far happened. But after 5 years, we are planning to do one systematic and scientific analysis of all our generated data. So we'll
Yes.
able to we'll able to pinpoint only after that only, since this is our 8 Bihu bird count that is going to happen. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So the way you are taking this forward, I think we are very positive that it will lead to great results, and the documentation
Yes.
will also be great and helpful for our future generation. So I think that we have almost covered everything that we wanted, sir. You have highlighted all the
Yeah.
important points. Sir, lastly, any message you would want to give to all the bird lovers or the ornithology aspirants out there? How to take it professionally, sir? Any advice?
Okay. Okay, my only advice is keep loving birds and follow the basic ethics while observing or photographing or listening to the birds. Means there are some uh, ethics, I mean to say, without disturbing the bird, we should enjoy or we should learn or we should do our observation. So this is the only message that I want to convey all the ornithologists and my birding friends. Yeah.
Yes, that is a very meaningful message. Also,
Yeah.
just lastly, sir, what do you think about this initiative of ours about advancing Northeast?
Yeah, so I am really grateful that you have invited me, and this platform really helps to like coordinate with the different students and researchers and ornithologists across Northeast in India, and it will surely serve a very good platform to join all the bird enthusiasts together in our area. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, sir, and taking our time and
Most
being here. It was great interacting with you. Thank you, sir.
thank you very